In a luxurious villa, two SWAT officers, Tony and Rose, are on a mission. The two SWAT officers advance towards the gate, where a guard is stationed. Tony observes, and then quietly incapacitates the guard with a knife from his pocket.
Rose.
Tony opens the gate, and both SWAT officers enter the villa. They hide in a shadowy corner and see two guards playing billiards inside. Tony and Rose discuss and then divide to take action. Tony moves to another location, carefully making his way to another room. He enters and looks around. Inside a room, the boss, Dr. Lee, and two guards are playing cards together.
Come on, come on, come on. Yes.
The stakes are high, and tension fills the air. Tony moves upstairs. Dr. Lee thinks he has won and eagerly collects all the money, but he is stopped by one of the guards. The guard is ecstatic about winning more money. Another guard out of money, and frustrated stands up and leaves.
Cannot be played.
As Tony moves upstairs, he sees another guard leaving. He pauses, thinking, then continues upstairs. Inside a room, Dr. Lee and another guard are still engrossed in playing cards.
Okay.
Tony looks around and then cautiously opens a door to peek inside. He then fully opens the door and aims his gun at Dr. Lee. Dr. Lee and the guard startle upon seeing the SWAT officers. Tony orders them to stop and stand up to follow him.
Stand up! Come on! Go. Come on.
Dr. Lee and the guard, frightened, obey Tony's command and quickly stand up to follow him outside. Another guard outside sees Tony restraining Dr. Lee and immediately pulls out his gun to shoot at the SWAT officer. Dr. Lee quickly flees and kills the guard who was shooting at him. The two guards downstairs, playing billiards, hear the gunshots and look up. Tony rushes downstairs. The two guards quickly grab their guns. Rose enters, firing multiple shots at the guards. The guards hastily retreat. Dr. Lee and the guard rush downstairs. Tony also follows suit. Tony shoots at Dr. Lee and the guard, instantly killing the guard. Rose inside continues firing at the two guards. The two guards charge at Rose, shooting. Rose dodges, and the guards quickly flee. Tony and Rose reunite and both chase after them. Dr. Lee runs into the forest alone. He rushes to a patch of grass and sits down, panting heavily. The two guards also run into the forest. Tony and Rose follow behind. Dr. Lee sees the two guards and immediately calls them back. All three are terrified to see the SWAT officers pursuing them into the forest. Dr. Lee and the guards are observing Tony and Rose. The two SWAT officers search around but find no one. Dr. Lee swiftly grabs a gun from the guard and shoots multiple times at the SWAT team. He orders the two guards to charge at Tony and Rose. Tony steps out and quickly subdues one of the robbers. Rose also charges and shoots at Dr. Lee and the guard. The two SWAT officers fire continuously at them. One of the guards tells Dr. Lee to flee, while he stays behind to handle the situation. The guard rushes out and shoots at the two SWAT officers. Tony sees Dr. Lee running away and tells Rose to stay while he pursues the boss. Dr. Lee flees into a tree. Tony stands behind the bushes, observing Jorley. Tony sees Dr. Lee continue to run and quickly aims and shoots, injuring him. The guard on this side is still firing at Rose. With years of training, Rose quickly subdues the guard. Rose quickly moves to Tony's location. Tony advances towards Dr. Lee. He restrains Dr. Lee.
Come on! Stand up! What are you doing? Run away! You, follow me. Go!
Dr. Lee takes advantage of Tony's distraction and quickly pulls out a knife to attack him. Dr. Lee attempts to kill Tony with the knife, but Tony struggles to hold on. Dr. Lee punches Tony in the stomach and then stabs him with the knife. Rose runs over and sees what's happening, immediately aiming her gun and shooting Dr. Lee dead. Rose quickly runs to Tony's side. She tries to revive him, calling out to him desperately. Seeing that Tony is no longer alive, Rose lays him down. She sits there in sorrow, contemplating for a while before finally getting up and moving on.